Hello and welcome to this video learning series of AutoCAD. Today we are going to create this sketch using the line and arc tools of AutoCAD. In this sketch you can see that each unit box has a length and width of 1 unit each. So let's get started. First of all, invoke the line tool, type L and press enter. I'll start from this point. So click here to specify the start point of the line segment. Now we have to move 1, 2, 3, 4 units along the x-axis to create this line segment. So drag the cursor along the x-axis and type 4. Then press enter and the line segment is created. Next we need to create this arc. You can see the radius of this arc is 1 unit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw two construction lines. One in the vertical direction with a length of 1 unit, other in the horizontal direction again with a length of 1 unit. Now we have the start, center and end points for the arc. So go to this arc drop down and choose this start, center, end option. As you choose this tool, the command line says specify start point of arc. Now we have to decide which point should be the start point for the arc. One thing to keep in mind is that the arc rotates in the anti-clockwise direction with respect to the start point we specify. So in this case, we are going to specify the start point here at this end point of the line. Next, we need to specify the center point. Center point is here. And then we need to specify the end point of arc, which is here. So we have created this arc. Now, I do not want this line segment. So I am going to select it and delete it. Next thing, we have to create this arc now. I'll again invoke the line tool and I'm going to draw this line segment of 2 units in the vertical direction, just for our reference to create the arc. So type 2 and press enter. Press escape to get out of the line tool. Now this arc is having a radius of 1.5 units and start and end points are here. So I'm again going to choose start and end radius option this time. I'm going to select here for the start point. Next we have to specify the end point, which is here. Now we have to specify the radius of the arc, which is 1.5 units. So type 1.5 and press enter. So we have created this arc also. Now I'll delete this line segment. Again, I'll invoke the line tool. This is the first point and we have to create this horizontal line segment here, which has a length of 1 unit. So type 1 and press enter. Again, we have to create this arc now. This time, I'm not going to create any construction lines to create this arc. Now, to create this arc, we need to know the location of this point. Now, this point is at a distance of 1 unit from this point, which means with respect to this point, the coordinate values for this point will be 0, 1, which means 0 units along x-axis and 1 unit along y-axis. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to choose this start, center, end option from the arc drop-down. Now the start point we know is at a distance of 1 unit from this point. Hold the shift key on your keypad and right click in the drawing area. You'll get this shortcut menu and it has different snap options in it. Choose this from option. Now the command line says that we need to specify the base point, and the base point is 1 from which we know the distance to the other point. So in our case, this is the base point. So I'll click here to specify the base point. Next, I need to specify the offset value. So type @ and coordinates for this point with respect to this point are 0, 1. Press enter. Now you can see we have located the start point of the arc. Now we have to specify the center point, which is here, end point, which is here. So we have created this arc also. Again, invoke the line tool, click here to specify the first point. Now again, we have to create a horizontal line of length 4 units. So type 4 and press enter. 1 unit along negative y direction, press enter. 1 unit along negative x direction, so type 1 and press enter. Press the escape key to get out of the line. Now we have to create this arc. Again, I'll choose the start, end and radius tool from this arc drop down. So we have the start point here. End point of the arc is at a distance of 1 unit along negative y-axis from this point. So the coordinate value will be -1, 0. So again, hold the shift key on your keypad and right click in the drawing area. Next, choose this from option. This time the base point will be this point and the coordinate value will be -1, 0. So we have specified the start and end points for the line. Next thing, we need to specify the radius. The radius for this arc is 0.5 units. So I'll type 0.5 and press enter. So we have created this arc. Again, I need to move 1 unit along the x direction here. So invoke the line tool, click here to specify the first point, 1 unit along the x-axis. Now we have to create this arc, so I'm going to create a line segment here of length 2 units in the vertical down direction. Type 2 and press enter. Now we have the start point, end point and radius value for this arc. This point is the start point, this is the end point, and radius of this arc is 1 unit. So again, choose the start and radius option from this arc drop down. This is the start point, this is the end point, and radius value is 1 unit. So type 1 and press enter. So we have created this arc. Also delete this line segment as it was a construction geometry. Again, invoke the line tool, click here to specify the first point, 1 unit along the x-axis. Now we are going to create this arc. So invoke the start and radius tool from the arc drop down. The command line says specify start point of arc. This is the start point. Now the end point we are going to locate using the from snap. This is the base point from which we know the distance, and the coordinate value will be 1, 0. Next thing we have to specify is the radius of the arc, which is 0.5 units. So type 0.5 and press enter. So we have created this arc also. I'll again invoke the line tool and create a line segment of 1 unit along the x-axis and 1 unit along the y-axis. Next, I'll press the escape key to get out of the tool. Now we have to create these 2 arcs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a construction line segment between this point here and this point. Now I'm going to choose the start, center, end option from the arc drop down. So first of all, we are going to create this arc. So the center point of this construction line segment is going to be the start point for the arc. Now center point, here is the center point, and this is the end point. Again, choose the start, center, end tool. This time we are going to specify this as the start point, this as the center point, and this as the end point. Now after creating these 2 arcs, I'm going to delete this construction line. select it and press the delete key on your keypad. So we have created this sketch using the line and arc tools. Thank you.